take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the New York Jets. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, good return up past the 30. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A carry here for Travion Henderson. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To the air right away is May. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the fake fellas up front.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jets' 36-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. You talk about this Jets defense. They've certainly had their struggles against the run at the 30th ranked unit out of 32 teams in the NFL.
The numbers are definitely not in their favor, but every time I click on the film and watch them, I see stretches where they play against the run really well. Their biggest problem, when they give up those explosive runs, those 30, 40, 50-yard runs, that'll really mess up your averages. I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. They'll go. It's Henderson. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's May. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here. And the Patriots are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Henderson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, son. Go.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
319.
Fields now to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 319.
Now it's Fields. Rifles well, that's going to be intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Jets, nothing.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Well, this defense for the Pats, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here we go, son. Blue 58, blue 58. Go, go.
From the 50, here's Fields. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll be touched down to the end, but a big play on that one.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here we go, son. 319, get to that. Go.
Here's Fields. A short throw caught by Andrews. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott. Green 19, green 19. Right.
To throw is Fields. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Sitting at first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. May. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up 32. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll throw with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. There he goes, offside. All the way in. Touchdown, New England. Travion Henderson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
The Jets take over 1st and 10. At their own 35-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Here we go.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 19 instruction. Right.
Now Fields. Throw right side is complete to Andrews. Is tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Don't jump. Ready? Stay high.
And here's Fields. To the right set. It's caught by Mitchell. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. The Jets at 3-6 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Here we go. Tonight.
Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Adonai Mitchell. 42 yards. And the Jets are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Moore, the man in motion. To throw, it's May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be out of bounds right at about the 10-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
How to approach this. Third down and 16 yards to go. Throwing here is May. That is caught. And they finally are able to take him down at the opposite 47. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. To the air, May. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with second and a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's May. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Back to throw, Fields. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Open man is Jalen Nailor. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Here we go. I'm good. 331.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Now Fields going to run. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Second and 10.
Punch right. Here we go, son.
From the gun, here's Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play, because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
319.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now Fields going to run. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll bring them back within 4. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Well, that's going to be incomplete.
Like so, he thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll drop to throw. Short pass caught by Henry. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. This is intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Big Christian Barmore was there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Out of the gun, Fields. Now he'll tuck this and run. Muscles him off. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go.
From the gun on third down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's still on his feet. Mark Andrews. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Point after try forthcoming. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Jets 24, Patriots 21. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a second down and 9.
Here we go. 5:51, 5:51, 12 no.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
3:31, 3.
Fields now to throw. He'll try and do this himself. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Patriots take over. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. And he fouled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's May. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Andre Cisco. Across midfield. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
On first and 10, it's Hall. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now it's Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. From the shotgun, May with it. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
First down. First and goal.
We're going to throw. May. And he's got it. Touchdown. Hunter Henry. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. The extra point now for Borregales. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Here we go, son. Back.
Ball again on 2nd down. A nice move at midfield. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Breece Hall. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll try to run for it with Henderson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll throw with May. Now he's going to step up and run. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
From the gun, it's May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 30.
And the Patriots, 1st down.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Back to throw again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
As long as you're good, the air attack has gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Touchdown, Patriots! Kyle Williams from 3 yards out. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
Here's Fields. His throw incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down.
Here we go. We're good. All right.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Down to about the 32. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to take it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Here we go. 3:19, just that.
To throw is Fields. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And this is caught by Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. So from 135 all the way over to the other. Here's 1st and 10.
Crazy.
Throwing here is May. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Antonio Gibson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Borregales now for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Jets 45, Patriots 42.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. 331. Go.
Now Fields. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10.
Blue 58, blue 58. Tonight.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for New England. 47 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Crazy. Got it.
From the shotgun, it's May. this one is incomplete. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rondale Moore, 37 yards. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Set, hut. Ken Black. Ready.
Back to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Yellow, 22.
He's back to throw. They'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their body.
He takes it across for a touchdown, and they've taken the lead late. in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Point after, right down the middle. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. This is 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. To the air, May. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
To throw, it's May. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
On the set.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. They just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wondering what he'll pull this time. I have a feeling that necromancer's outside, and I'm just trying to stay quiet. I don't stay much, that's crazy. How'd you know that? Keep myself up, that's maybe how you know that. Promises and contracts. I used to keep. I don't stay much, that's crazy. How'd you know? That's maybe how you know that. Ooh, my hallucination. I used to see. Wake up and I found out it'll change up.
Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. Settle in, we think we've got a good one. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. And we are underway at Paycor Stadium. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Right 80. Stop.
Burrow gonna open by putting it up. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he's gonna bring this one back. Wow, less than a minute into the game. It's a pick six and an early touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line.
On one, ready?
First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
180. Right.
Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Down. 180. Raise hard. Down.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Terrion Arnold. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Goff's going to open up with a throw. Open man downfield. It's Laporta. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It is a huge play for Detroit. 35 yards.
1st and goal, Detroit.
From the 4-yard line trying to punch it in. First down and goal. Gibbs will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
We'll go ahead and just see the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35. He'll run here with Brown. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Gun. Cut. 180. Cut.
Burrow working in the pistol. He'll find Chase. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Right back to Chase. He's got it again. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
That's catch 3 just on this drop, and it gets his team a first down.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Here we go. Cut.
On first down, Burrow. Throw here down the field. Will fall incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And that will lead to a second down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
That's another Bengals first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Here we go. Cut.
Here's a run. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up second and goal.
On 1, right?
Now here's second and goal.
Let's get set. Cut. 180. Right now, boys. What is that? Cut.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. It is brought in the end zone. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
This kick is good. Makes the score Lions 14, Bengals 7.
TD on is McPherson to kick this one away. They'll return this from the 11. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Up the sideline to the 40. Yeah. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 15-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. We are through one. 14-7 is our score. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Brings up second and 4.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. He's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9 yards.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. That his second touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback, and the ball's coming out to the 35.
16 in the block. I just want to rock. I just want to rock.
11. Here we go. Back.
On the ground, it's Brown. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he'll work this forward to the 35. DJ Reader, as usual, from that interior spot with the play.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
It is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 11.
Now, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
I understand it's 3rd down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on 3rd down, you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that first down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete, and now it brings up 4th down.
Raymond going to return it. the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
So they start this on the ground with Montgomery. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 39-yard line.
Here's Gibbs. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That is brought in. And he will score. Jameson Williams. Touchdown, Lions. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
The score, Lions 28, Bengals 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out per the new rule to the 35-yard line. Now Brown. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go.
Here we go.
You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line.
That's good.
They'll get 19 out of that play, and the Bengals going to have a first down.
48-yard line.
One, ready? 11, 11, 11, 11. Here we go. 8 King, 11 Thomas. Stop.
Here's Burrow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 1, ready?
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
11 Thomas. Gun. Stop.
A carry here for Brown. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7?
Here we go. Wide 80. Stop.
Here's Brown. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Listen. Hold on.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's out of bounds on pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
On one, ready?
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Right side. Stop.
Now, Burrow. Out to his right. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Noah Fant was the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
Burrow to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here's Ryan Rico now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field. Very one-sided 1st half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Khalif Raymond to return it. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, tonight.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
He was brought down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Once again, it's Gibbs. He lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle they go. And they bring him down, but but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. It's a Cincinnati first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground. Finding space at the 15. And they finally get him down, but not before he brings it to the 4-yard line. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up first down and goal.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space, and man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up first and goal.
What is that?
Round. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal.
They'll go with him again. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. They're going to lose yardage. Not gaining any either. It's third down.
And now with that stop on second and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. Third and goal from this length.
Here we go.
I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so
And he'll take this one in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. On is McPherson for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals are able to edge a bit closer.
Bengals 14. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Raymond now to return it. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So first and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Up the sideline at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. That one good for 26 yards.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, and they stick with Gibbs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On second down, Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. And he'll take it on in. Amon-Ra, safe ground. Touchdown, Detroit. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead.
Bengals 14. Jack Fox.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
On 2. 12, 12, 12. Stop.
On first and 10, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bengals first down.
Stop.
Burrow now to throw on first down. Pass caught left side by Fant. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Pickup of 14 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here.
Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Gun. Dot. Hey, can. 11, Thomas. 11. Dot.
Burrow here on second down. This one deep downfield for Chase. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league. And when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. That is going to set up an interesting fourth down decision.
A 9-yard gain on the play. It's now fourth down and 1.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is high. Ja'Marr Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in one game. That's his third of the game, his 6th this year.
Yeah, this is not a big surprise here, Mike. You're down big. It's the fourth quarter. You have no choice but to go for it here on fourth down, maintain possession, and they were able to come through.
Pearson now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bengals back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So down 2 scores, they're going to roll the dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
And once he got his head around, he realized he was in danger. I mean, luckily, he was able to get rid of that ball before it turned into a negative play.
What? Super walk. Now you have it.
Throwing on second down. Goff. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
Oh, he's going to find his running back downfield. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 55 yards on the game. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Here's Gibbs. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short. Ball A little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. Montgomery is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Bengals drive on. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35.
Gun.
A first down throw for Burrow. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
180.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
He's got a receiver. It's Chase. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
I'm one, ready?
1st and 10.
11.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw is Burrow. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
On 2, ready?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Thomas. Let's get set. 180. What is that? 11. Stop.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
11 MT. Big 13. 11.
Burrows from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
12.
Throwing is Burrow. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down.
Gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard
So
line.
2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this.
Gun. 180.
On 1st down, Burrow. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. Now the
and 1. Ready?
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Wide 80. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
180.
Burrow. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down.
In formation for the Lions.
This fielded in the end zone. Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment. He's taken down after a solid return.
1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Let's get set. Wide 80.
Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They're able to bounce back after...
Yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so rugged. So right. It's so rugged. It's so right. One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many fans on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing. 4-star hotel, what's for breakfast? 5 fingers, give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest.